Hi and welcome. This is going to be a reading for Aries. I have been out and about doing a lot of walking, so don't mind the look. My desk is still a bit messy, so I thought let me do the reading on camera. So what messages do we have for Aries today? Felt like those two ones. I was shuffling and I kept seeing this card, and this is Sea Beacon Fairy. Guidance, but where will it lead you? And I often get the sense that this card is about maybe getting a lot of information, like you're scrolling on social media and you see so many posts about relationship advice, and it gets you feeling some type of way about the choices you've made, maybe about the relationship you're in and what you don't like and what you do like, and it sort of gets confusing. And this can be about any topic, right? You're hearing people talk about their breakups, and then it makes you feel like you don't want to get into a relationship, or people are talking about the economy, or whatever topic that is. It's about hearing things, reading things, seeing things, and then it makes you doubt your own guidance. There's this sense of navigating things in the dark right now, where you can't see everything clearly, and I feel like you sort of have to reach for that inner light where you can take in perspectives, but not everything is not as straightforward, plain and simple, laid out step by step, where this comes next and this comes next and that comes next, and that is where it's gonna lead, and how and when. All the details are not clear, and so it makes you doubt yourself. And I feel like this is less about getting it right, and knowing what comes next, and more about learning to trust your inner guidance and learning discernment. you know Someone might be giving advice, and it's really good advice, but it doesn't necessarily apply to you at that point in time. I feel like it's about not getting swayed in the wrong direction by well-intentioned people, or your own fears. And then we have a number 43 card, which is a 7, Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. So yes, this is about, it's Mercury retrograde right now. So you might need to, like for instance with Mercury retrograde, there's the standard things that astrologers and people on social media will say. Don't sign contracts during Mercury retrograde. Be careful with communication. Don't buy new appliances, a new car, that type of thing. But it's also Aries season, and Aries can be impulsive. So it's about, you don't necessarily, when the rules say don't do this and do this, it's about figuring out or knowing that I have been doing my research and I have made sure that I've communicated calmly and effectively. I am completely sure about this. This is not some random impulsive thing. I know what I'm meant to be doing, so I can do it anyway. And it's unfolding in an aligned way, and it feels right, and my spirit and my soul, my higher guidance is telling me that this is the right thing, so I can do it. It's about not letting things happen by default, zooming out and seeing the bigger picture, but also being aware of the finer details. There's a nuance here. Making decisions from your higher guidance, which might mean that you need to take time to meditate and pray on things before you actually go ahead with them. We also have Fairy of the Divine Hand, intoxication, distorted view over indulgence. This is about learning to see things through a clearer lens. not through your triggers, not through your pain, not through your fears, not through, say you have an unhealthy attachment to a person, place, or thing, a habit, and letting that cloud your judgment. For instance, you might have a really good friend that you really care about, that you really love, and they love you. But then they say, hey, let's go do this today. And you were planning to spend some time working in your garden so that you can just ground and center, rest. And there's nothing wrong with going out with your friend, but on that day, at that time, your spirit is telling you you need to spend some time by yourself, and so that's what you should do. No, don't let your biases cloud your judgment. Let's see if the tarot will give us any more specifics for this and bring it together. I actually feel like I want to, before we get the tarot, get the meaning in the book for the guidance card. Sometimes when a path seems to be taking you in the right direction, it helps to know who is holding the light up. So it's like, if someone is trying to help you with your business, right? Do you know if they have hidden intentions for why they are helping you with your business? And if those are good or bad intentions, if there's going to be a price to pay further down the line, if is someone that's loyal and someone you can trust, what is their agenda? Because while this beautiful sea beacon fairy is most certainly guiding a lost ship, who knows where she leads it, towards rocks or towards safe harbor? And this is the choice we have to make now. Is this path clearly being lit right now? Simply because there is a light, is this source a true and good guide? Would you be best to await another way out of the storm? I also get the feeling like, if you're in a place of desperation or you've been stuck in something that has been stressing you out, don't take the first option out that seems like it's the easiest and the simplest thing to do, because you just want to get out of the situation. Like going to take out a big loan for something because you need the money when there is going to be long-term financial implications, that type of thing. You may have more resources and opportunities than you are aware of, or than you are allowing yourself to believe in. Do not be too quick to follow the first opportunity that comes. Wait and check both your sources and your inner wisdom. There are many paths and many solutions. Not all advice will be right for you. Yep, exactly what I was saying. So let's see if we can get specifics for this. We have the Lookout, number 17 card. And this card gives me the sense that something is falling apart, right? This ship is on fire. This guy is on the lookout for help, right? I feel like sometimes we try and save a ship that is going down, and we do everything we possibly can. Maybe it's time to just acknowledge that instead of trying to put out these fires, maybe I should look for alternative ways out. Are there other ships on the horizon? Are there other sources that I haven't tapped into that can help me, instead of trying to save this burning ship? And a lot of the time we just need to deal with how we feel about the losses that we are facing. Maybe you shouldn't be trying to save this in the same ways that got you into it, or with the same people. And maybe by staying calm, your higher self will just guide you to step by step, because maybe things change as the next step is taken or things unfold. And that's why you can't see the whole big picture as to how to get out of it, because your higher self is going to coordinate your moves. Like, okay, this one said that, so now you did do this. And that thing fell into place there, so now you can do this. And it's not clear yet because there are things that are still falling into place. We can tend to be impatient. The Akashic field. This is about tapping into universal consciousness. And the universe is infinite. And we might know 1, 2, or 3 ways of doing something when there are ways that no one has ever used before. If we tap into the Akashic field. I also feel like when I see this card that the solar activity, the astrological transits has an effect on what happens in our world, what happens in our own energy field. So that means how we physically, emotionally, mentally, and energetically feel in any given moment changes, even if we are not aware of it. And so we can't just deal with the physical things like my car needs to be fixed, I need to stop at the shop to buy groceries, I need to send through those emails. You also need to deal with the fact that when certain things are happening energetically, astrologically, my body's going to feel run down. And so if I try to get all the physical things done in a day that I wanted to, I might be sick tomorrow because I didn't give myself enough water, because that's what it needed today. I needed to hydrate and I didn't pay attention to that. I was only paying attention to the physical things. And then tomorrow I'm sick, and tomorrow I get a call for an event that I need to attend, and now I can't attend that event. That's just an example. We also have the Queen of Scrolls. This is someone that has deep inner wisdom and insight, not just knowledge about like street smarts or academic knowledge from books, but being able to make connections, higher connections, join the dots in ways that unlocks new ways of being and doing things. And then we have the King of Forces. I feel like this person knows how to use the natural resources in the world to benefit them, but also in a symbiotic way where you are maybe helping the environment while utilizing it. So working with the seasons, or knowing when to take action and when to wait. Maybe it's storming outside, so today I'm going to stay home and work on that proposal, and when it's sunny out, you can go out and have fun with your friends. It can be anything really. I do feel like I should read the Queen of Scrolls to end this off. When this card appears upright, she brings important information and inspiration to you. The Queen of Scrolls is a woman of higher mind whom you may already know or have met. Her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. She could be a teacher to you in some way, and I'm reading fast because of my time, or offer a friendship that could develop into a deeper love. This woman could be helpful to you in some project requiring communication. She may be an author, a marketer, or a publisher. If you are a writer, she may be someone who assists you in getting published. The Queen of Scrolls could also represent you or a woman in your life getting a position in a field related to communication or academics, such as counseling, teaching, marketing, or publishing. This card indicates a phase of deepening understanding and readiness to learn. It's the perfect time for personal growth and expansion and learning, whether it's mind, body, or spirit. Open the mysteries that are hidden in the Akashic Scrolls and step through the door of knowledge. Again, this is sort of like, you understand astrology, but you are an accountant, and so it's Mercury retrograde, and certain things might happen with communication and contracts, and so you know how to manage those kinds of conflicts and challenges that come up in the workplace or whatever industry you're in, and there's something about communications and writing here, you know that these things are going to be trending soon. So you pitch that to a client. It's about not just doing what everyone is doing and when it's expected and how it's expected and how it's always been done, but tapping into many different aspects: nature, astrology, spirituality, how you engage with people, psychology, being able to understand how people work. And so that's why you land the client or whatever it is that you're doing. You know, sort of understand what's happening in the world right now and what type of things people need to feel better or happier, or what kind of challenges they're working through. And so you can develop a product around that. And so instead of looking at what's ending, what's burning, what's going down, what's going wrong, and listening to what people are saying, oh, you should sell your property now, or it's a buyer's market, you figure out what is going to work best for you and how you can leverage that. And that is your reading, Aries. I just saw 1616. If you've made it this far, please like, share, comment, subscribe if you'd like to join me again in another video. And have an amazing day.